In this video, I'm gonna tell you 5 things that people don't tell you about the Sony A6500. So, I've had my Sony A6500 for a good few months now, and there are some things about this camera that I wish I found out in a review beforehand. Just like some things that people don't talk about maybe about this camera. Some of them are good and some of them are bad, but there are just some features and specifications that I found that, I think people should know this about this camera. So here are 5 things about this camera that maybe you should know. Number 1, so this feature I think should be applied to every single Sony camera, and it probably will be after all of the models after this one, but it knows very smartly when I'm using the EF or when I'm using the screen. So how they know this is that if the screen is completely pressed in, then it will switch to EF if I'm gonna put my eye to it. But if I'm gonna move the screen out a little bit, so the screen is not in the home position, it knows that I'm using the screen, and when I'm moving my hand over the EVF, it's not gonna switch to the electronic viewfinder, which if you have it set to automatic and you're shooting with only Sony A7S2, you'll find it really annoying. So that's why I've set it to manual on my Sony A7S2, but this works really well with the Sony A6500, that it just knows when you're watching through the EVF and when you're actually using the screen, whether the screen is in the home position or not. Number 2, the second thing is, this is kind of like a neutral thing, but the back screen here is a 16:9 ratio screen. So if you're used to the full frame A7 series cameras, then they are all 4:3 back LCD screens, but this one is 16:9. So if you're shooting video, which is very good, you're not going to get any black bars, you can get full view of the whole screen, which means that actually your screen where you see stuff is even bigger than on the full frame A7 series like A7S2 cameras. So that's pretty good. But if you're doing photos, then obviously the sensors inside is 4:3, which means that you're going to get black bars on the sides. But if you're shooting video, it's a good thing. Now, number 3 is a bit of a negative tone attached to it. So basically, the camera comes with only one battery and you can only charge it via USB. So it doesn't actually come with a battery charger with it. You can only charge the battery with the USB port over here. They don't actually give you a battery charger that you can use with USB. You can only charge the battery inside your camera through a micro USB port over here. Now this is a little bit maybe annoying if you have more batteries. Maybe you buy another battery, then you need to buy a charger as well. But just maybe a thing that you should know about this camera, that it only comes with one battery and a USB charging option inside the camera. Number 4. So number 4 also goes together with number 5, so they kind of go together with each other. But the SD card slot is in the bottom of the camera, which is quite annoying because if you have it mounted on a tripod or something that is attached to the bottom of the camera, you can't access the SD card when it's full. So you have to take it off the camera after tripod, or maybe you have something else attached to it to access the battery, because you can only access the SD card through the battery slot. And now number 5, and this is why it's so annoying. Now if you buy a third-party battery grip, now I'll give you an extra. Number 6 is that this camera, Sony doesn't do battery grips for Sony A6500 or A6000 series for some reason. I don't know really why, but they don't have a native battery grip, which means that the SD card slot is inside there. And if you want to access it, see here, I have bought a third-party battery grip for it, which means that now if I want to access the SD card, I'm gonna have to take the battery grip off and then unslot this battery compartment here, and now I can access the memory card, which is quite annoying when you have a battery grip. And then, like I said, for extra 6th one is that there is no native battery grip for Sony. There is third-party ones that work very good, but there are some perks about them. If you want to know my full review about this third-party Sony A6500 battery grip, then click up there and you can find the full review about it. And this was the 5 things that they don't tell you about the Sony A6500. Now, if there's anything else that you can think of that you've found about your Sony A6500 or maybe you'd like to know, then please leave a comment. Let's help each other out. I'd love to know if there's something else that maybe I missed or maybe I haven't found out yet or I should know about or maybe you should know about. If you did find this video helpful, then please leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. The videos are coming out every single week. And if you're new here, consider subscribing because videos are coming out every single week. So stay tuned for some more videos. My name is Lowry and I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching, guys.